Lesson 1, Unit 3. The Project Logical Framework. An important input to develop the WBS is the information created in the Logical Framework, or LF matrix. The LF matrix is a tool used in the design of a project. The Logical Framework describes the hierarchical structure of the project components, from the project goal to outcomes, outputs, and activities, and describes the vertical logic of the project. The activities lead to the tangible outputs. The outputs lead to the project outcomes, and the outcomes contribute to the project goal. The Logical Framework matrix takes the form of a 4x4 table. The 4 rows are used to describe the 4 different types of events that take place as a project is implemented: the goal of the project, the outcomes or consequences of the project outputs, the outputs or deliverables of the project, and the activities. This is the work required to deliver the goods and services. The 4 columns provide different types of information about the events in each row. The first column provides a narrative description of the event. The second column lists one or more indicators of achievement used to measure progress. The third column describes the means of verification. This is the information or the sources of data collection for each indicator. And the fourth column lists assumptions or the positive conditions necessary to achieve the results. The core of the logical framework is the temporary logic model that runs through the matrix. This takes the form of a series of connected propositions, and it goes like this. If the planned activities are implemented and the assumptions held, then the results will be delivered. If the outputs are delivered and the assumptions held, then the outcome will be achieved. If the outcomes are achieved and the assumptions held, then the project goal will be achieved. The information on the Logframe matrix, the first column, is used to build the major components of the WBS, as it follows a hierarchical structure from goals to activities. This information is then complemented by the addition of the project management and administrative activities that need to be included in the WBS. An important task is to ensure that you have SMART goals. When team members have a clear understanding of the project goals, the smoother the project implementation will be. The application of ownership of the SMART goal leads to a greater degree of commitment by all team members. Project objectives need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Specific. A specific goal is distinct and defines as much of the goal as possible and contains no ambiguous language. Measurable. A criteria to measure that defines when the goal is completed. Achievable. The project can achieve the goal within the project constraints. Realistic. Realistic goals within the availability of resources and the allotted time. And timely. The time frame to achieve the goal and track progress.